If Hanoi is the heart of Vietnam, Thingstodoinhanoi Square, the old quarter, is the heart of Hanoi. This is a famous square with historical significance. It holds significant values to the Vietnamese people. This square is a favorite gathering place of young people in Hanoi, especially during weekends, when it becomes part of the walking street. It holds significant historical values to the Vietnamese people. This square is a favorite gathering place of young people in Hanoi, especially during weekends when it becomes a part of the walking street. By the way, when I joined Hanoi, one of the best ways to explore the city is through this hop-on-hop-off city tour services. They are amazing. They'll take you to pretty much many famous tourist attractions. It's ideal to book a 2-day trip, which would cost on today's date is around 650 dongs. This is very reasonable for a huge city trip. The bus is always available every 30 minutes. As the legend goes, after defeating the Chinese Ming dynasty in 1428, King Lei, when boating on the Green Lake, met a golden turtle god asking for the return of the magic sword. The king concluded that the turtle god came to reclaim the sword that Dragon King had given him to earlier defeat the Chinese. After returning the sword back to the golden turtle god, King Lei renamed the Green Lake to Hoan Kiem Lake to commemorate the event. In Vietnamese, Hoan Kiem is Ho Hoan Tien, meaning Lake of the Returning Sword. Historically, after changing its current thousands of years ago, the Red River left behind numerous swamps, ponds, and lakes across Hanoi. One such city's preserved lake is Green Lake, former name of Hoan Kiem Lake. This small tower was built in 1886 by the middleman working for the French. He told the people that he was building a tower to honor the king Lei. This is called as Turtle Tower. But his actual plan was to bury the bones of his deceased father under the tower, an unprovoked trick in Feng Shui to create good fortune for his own family. Tao the Hu, welcoming the morning sunlight bridge, has always been painted red, the color of life and happiness. Therefore, this wooden bridge is always one of the Green Lake's iconic highlights. The Battle of Hanoi kickstarted the First Indochina War in 1946, in which the soldiers of people of Hanoi bravely fought and died during the 60 days protecting the capital from the return of the French. The monument was erected next to Bagao Temple to commemorate the Hanoians in that battle. It depicts the image of a soldier, a worker, and a young girl in traditional Auzai, all in ready-to-fight positions. This is Emperor Li Tai. He was the founding emperor of Li dynasty. This emperor decided to relocate the capital from Holu to the site of Hanoi. The building of the People's Municipal Community is the seat of the government of the city of Hanoi, which is the capital of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. St. Joseph's Church is a Catholic church and one of the first structures built by the colonial government of French Indochina. When it opened in December 1886, it is the oldest church in Hanoi. Khmer, the North Gate Church was built in 1932 by the French administration of Indochina. It became the venue of joint worship service of Vietnamese Catholics and Protestants with the participation of United States President George W. Bush, who was on an official visit to Vietnam. This is the north gate of Thang Long Imperial Citadel. This is iconic Thang Long Imperial Citadel. It will take minimum of 3 hours to visit this beautiful place of great history. This is Opera House, one of the iconic places to visit while in Hanoi. This is the picturesque lake of Hoan, next to Temple of Literature that is worth visiting. This is Temple of Literature, where school students from all over Hanoi and nearby come to offer prayers before exams and seek blessing to be wise, intellect and excel in life. Quatang is a Taoist temple in Hanoi, Vietnam. Dated to the 11th century, the temple was dedicated to Sao or Chan Wu in Vietnamese. The flag tower of Hanoi is a tower in Hanoi, Vietnam, which is one of the symbols of the city and once a part of Hanoi Citadel, a World Heritage Site. Vietnamese Military Museum is the museum dedicated to the military conflicts of Vietnam. Garden of Toys is a collection of war equipments from the enemies, mainly from French and American War. This is Vietnamese Women's Museum depicting women's role in family, fashion and society. Tang Lom Water Puppet Show is one of the most entertaining shows and must see in Hanoi. This show depicts the Vietnamese farming culture, fishing, historical legends with comic touch. Chukbak Lake is ideal spot for those looking for a unique landscape with various outdoor activities where people can relax, exercise, hang out, learn about history and try Hanoi's delicacies. Hanoi Train Street is a narrow train bypass which sees a twice daily train pass close to buildings on either sides of the tracks. The tracks was built by the French in 1902 and is still an active rail line as of 2023. A great spot for pictures. This is a great spot for pictures and videos while hanging in and enjoying your drinks and snacks. With a length of about 6.5 kilometers, the Ceramic Road is one of the major projects that were developed on the occasion of the millennial anniversary of Hanoi. Hanoi Ceramic Mosaic Mural was the world's largest ceramic mosaic and awarded a Guinness World Records in 2010.
It's Chibi on the mix.
Chiang Kwok is the oldest pagoda in Hanoi, located on the West Lake. The President Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum is a mausoleum which serves as a resting place of Vietnamese revolutionary leader and President Ho Chi Minh in Hanoi. The Ho Chi Minh Museum documents Ho Chi Minh's life with 8 chronological exhibitions. The museum consists of a collection of artifacts, miniatures, and various gifts gathered nationally and internationally. This museum also has more than 170,000 documents, objects, and films about President Ho Chi Minh and his revolutionary work. One Pillar Pagoda is a beautiful temple next to Ho Chi Minh Museum. This is Baksan Monument. It is a memorial for the revolutionary martyrs. This is the famous Danshan market for fake and copies of luxury international branded clothing and accessories. This is Chang Tian Plaza, a mall for original luxury clothing and accessory brands. Tim Chang Tin is perhaps the most delicious, refreshing and affordable ice creams. The ice cream is made from natural ingredients such as coconut milk, green beans, taro, cacao, and has unique textures that is not too soft or hard. It is a part of Hanoi's identity, charm, and you must try this when you are in Hanoi. Cafe Dina and Cafe Giang are the original egg coffee inventors in Vietnam and only have 3 outlets in Hanoi, nowhere else in Vietnam. If you are in Hanoi, you don't want to miss this amazing coffee. If you are a sweet tooth, the best place to find the Che dessert in Old Quarters Hanoi is Tian Che Little Bowl. Experience the most delicious and balanced flavor that are completely homemade. When you're in Hanoi, especially at Old Quarters, you'll never miss the hustling and bustling streets filled with street food vendors, restaurants with seatings on footpath and even roads. Never miss to try the national dish pho, the brown sugar tea, the traditional tea, and the Che desserts. From evening onwards, the streets of Hanoi turns into a different setting with varieties of events, street shows, parties that offer unique family-friendly nightlife for tourists and local residents.